Ups.
Good,
I'm
how are
good.
you?
I am ready enough.
Oh.
I do apologize for the delay. I came home and then was just moving and moving and moving. And I didn't start DM prep until like 30 minutes till normal game time.
Well, that's fine.
So I just kind of had to real quick spitball everything in.
I mean, I did tell you what we had in the dates. Like, we still have the wedding we could throw in there. Like, whatever you want to work on, bud, you tell us what we're doing. You direct us.
You
we're
tell
fine.
me what you're doing.
No, but
I'm
you
the
prep,
GM.
so we'll just let you. We'll let you take
Alright,
the reins.
you're all drawing a card from the deck of many things to start out.
No.
Cool, got it. You roll a d20?
A D20.
Isn't that what you do to pick which card you end up drawing?
Why are we picking cards?
At the moment, it's a 22 card deck. You've drawn 4, so it's a D18.
Bring it here. I want to draw.
Oh God, please no. I'm
Does Chris
terrified.
actually draw?
I want to pick the card out of the thing if Fricky rolls it.
No, I'm kidding. I was not even going
I was
anywhere near
thinking.
that deck.
If we had the wish spell, could we just wish away the dragon?
Yes.
The Dracolich?
Yes. You'd have to
Doesn't
word
one
it
of those cards
very
give you the wish?
precisely, because Wish is a monkey's paw spell.
Doesn't one of the deck of many things have the wish spell?
Yes, it gives you 1d3 wishes.
Could be an idea.
I mean, we could be that guy and have random people that are drunk at a tavern pull the card and then bribe them to do what we want.
Alright, Grog.
Oh my god, Perky.
Huh?
I'm scrolling through your Facebook photos trying to see if like you had any more. And I found this pic of like a credit card with the Doge meme dog on it. The dog died today. It's 18.
I like the tropical teal.
Those are releasing, I think, Target in June, I think.
Goldenrod and Chili are cute. And all of them. The tropical teal, bright lime. This is bad.
That's why
No.
I say you have to know exactly what color you want. Because there's a pastel yellow out there right now that I have, and that's the only one I ever need in my life.
Okay, Brock, are you the one with the black hair because in that picture? Because you got some like anime emo shit going on, and I love it.
By the way, that is a midnight black. There is a tint of blue in it. Thank you very much.
I love it. I love
Got
it.
it. You gotta have the raven feather aesthetic, you know?
Yeah.
And by the way, that's not my brother. That was my pickup. 1973
Love it.
Ford F100.
Okay, so this is L
Did you
from
name it
Death
Naruto?
Note
Because
if
I
it was
thought
set in
Naruto
Alabama.
orange.
Do what? Her name was Bertha.
Sorry, Obi, what'd you say?
I said this is L from Death Note if it was set in Alabama.
Yeah.
Sometimes I forget that he was really emo, and then he'll start singing emo ballads to me constantly.
That's true. As you can tell by the date on that one, that was September 8th, 2001.
When he was
Oh.
a boy?
No. Speaking of, I seen a thing yesterday. Apparently this couple that had met during like emo night karaoke, they got married in the chapel from the Helena music video.
That's awesome.
That's quite awesome.
That's like my favorite MCR song.
I'll find a picture of me from 2001.
I have a picture of when I had like bright blonde hair, and it's one of Perky's favorite pictures.
Okay, so we're throwing a wedding apparently.
Yeah. Apparently.
And their
Well,
date.
no, I have to
and-
go back to the night market thing.
Okay.
Ask them after, like, I want to wait a day because they're supposed to talk to their betrothed, and I want to be like, okay, are we doing this? Because remember, they got all excited, but they weren't actually like, oh shit, maybe.
Yes,
we can't.
that's
So
right.
remember, gotta go back in a day. I could probably go alone. I'm gonna leave all my money and shit. Because I'm a monk, I don't usually have money at all. I'm a broke ass bitch. On purpose.
Okay.
Just saying, I'm a monk. I got like 5 gold to my name.
Monk doesn't need anything.
Well, exactly,
He
but
can
it's just
have
funny.
things.
It's just funny because I'm broke. Because like when you make a character, it's like you get like a D something plus whatever of gold, and it's like monk doesn't matter. You get 5 gold and that's it.
Yep. Monk says, "I'm here in my birthday suit, and that's all that matters."
Pretty much. And then someone's like, you cover that up, and so then you're wearing a birthday, like a sheet that says like happy birthday on it too. And then so they
Yep.
can keep saying this is my birthday suit because you know they all love the jokes.
Correct.
I love we're all just posting blunder years at this point.
Blunder years?
Freaking, I was 13 when my hair was that blonde. And funny fact, when I was 13, I had like my one eye, I think it was like my left or my right eye, would just stay like a constant brown. So at one point I had like one brown eye and one blue eye, and then it decided to like finally transition to blue. But I still have like a remnants from the brown in that blue eye because, yeah.
I'm trying to find a ruling in one of the books that I know exists, and I'm not finding it, y'all.
Do you want to
It's
tell us what
bothering
it
the
is and
crap
we'll
out
look
of
it
me.
up? Maybe Brock knows it, or you pull Brock into whispers. I don't know.
It is not something that I would like to share with you because it's a surprise tool that will help us later.
Oh, okay.
Not really. It's fine. It's just stuff on if dragons are in an area too long, they alter the landscape, and I'm trying to find where they alter the landscape rules. Because you know,
It's probably Monster
y'all,
Manual book.
there was an updated version with like alternate things in one of the books. I know it's not like I'm looking through Fizzbands, and Fizzbands has some, but it's not the one that I'm thinking of.
Could it be in the guide to everything?
I just looked through Xanthar.
Oh.
It's Tasha's. It's Tasha's that I need. Because it's just legendary creatures in general that they do it with. And
Okay.
Tasha's was right next to me as a reference book that I was going to use and pull from for that exact reason, and I couldn't find it. Hi, Tasha's. I found you. Alright, anyway, what's up, y'all? I'm, professional dungeon master. I swear. Please don't leave my table. I like you guys here.
We're all good. We're just like throwing like memory like photos of this is what I used to look like.
Yeah, I
You want to
heard.
see a picture of me when I used to do country music?
It's not even a D&D game
Yes.
My hot
great.
pink cowboy hat.
Love it.
Love it. You rocking that shit.
Surprisingly little like emo pictures on Facebook. That was all MySpace.
Oh my god, MySpace. Love it.
Yeah.
Brock had to restart his computer, but should just show you how fucked up it is that it still says he's in here.
All right.
So just
I have a picture of when I kind of had like that typical like country hairstyle where it's like blonde on top but brown on the bottom.
Let's try it this time.
Hello. Okay,
I'm also
remember you
wearing
left
camo.
Oh yes, I'm familiar.
What's new with Microsoft Edge?
Oh, no.
You download Chrome. That is your purpose.
Apparently, my cat does little tiny meow snores in its sleep.
Oh, that's cute.
I'm like literally looking at him like, are you dying? Is this what's going on? Are you dreaming? Are you okay?
So, how's y'all's doing?
Okay,
Y'all
start
ready for a
again.
game? Huh?
Yes.
Get on with it.
I've been trying to, but y'all keep doing stuff, and then I
Nah.
keep letting you do stuff.
It's your fault.
You know, I let you do stuff. That's
Ryan is
that's
just
my
trying
job.
to
Is
log
let you
into
do stuff.
Roll20.
All right.
Because it didn't save his password. Yeah, it's a whole thing. So, but yeah, you're in Discord, right, honey?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm here. I'm like 100% here.
You are here.
Yeah, my computer's acting funny, and I haven't restarted in a while, so I went ahead and restart it.
That's all good.
But it was trying to tell me what all is new, and I'm like, I don't give a shit.
All right. So when we last left off, y'all went to the black market. Y'all thought about buying things. Y'all set up various meetings with things like, you know, gonna do a wedding, gonna get some poison, gonna go murder a man for eating people.
Whoa.
Nobody
whoa.
did any
Whoa.
murdering.
I don't remember any of this occurring.
Oh yeah, that's
for
right.
the record. If I recall correctly, we said our pleasantries and goodbyes and went up on our
Mhm.
way.
Yeah, that's right. My
Yes.
apologies. I am
Should be. Can't just accuse people of murder, my dude.
I'm thinking of some other game, I guess.
Yep.
And I carried Ginkgo out of there. I don't know what you're talking about. We didn't do anything.
There was
Ginkgo
a
tried to struggle so bad.
there was definitely a lot of murder occurring, if I remember correctly, in the game Saturday, and that might have bled over to you right now. I think that's what happened.
You're right.
Yep. It happens.
you-
It happens.
Yeah. What would I have done without y'all? It's just so.
Obviously, not murder people that night. Am I right?
Yeah,
Come on.
totally. Yeah, not murder a single person. What is murder? Murder is not on the list of things to do.
That is my least favorite thing to do.
Llamas with cats. All right. Anyway.
So no to murdering was done.
Yeah. So when sorry, I just blanked. When you all got done with your time in the black market, figuring out what you all wanted to purchase, you all went out. Some of you with plans for meetings, some of you with plans for date meetings. So, on tonight's agenda, according to the notes that were taken, Wow, General just got you, Clifford. Why? I just noticed that. Why?
What?
Because I really love that picture of you. It's adorable.
Anyway. Yeah, there's going to be a date. Dingo's going to meet up with a merchant about the wedding. Get the rings crafted and get some scrolls of ceremony.
I already did craft the rings. That was the last
Oh yeah,
thing I
sorry.
did. I rolled a natural 20.
Rings work. Yeah, I forgot about that.
I was very excited about it.
Get the scrolls and potentially go buy a cart, or at least set up a meeting to talk about said cart.
We had a meeting to talk about said cart.
Yeah. Go to said meeting.
Oh.
So, what do we want to do first?
Murder.
No,
We already
no
did that.
murder.
No, we did not.
No, we did not.
We didn't do a murder.
A murder was not done. You are correct. My apologies.
The
So I
cannibal man
can't-
poisoned
wait.
himself.
So I can't do a murder. So I can't make a whole bunch of like crow friends.
No,
No.
not at all. How dare.
But I want like 7 crow friends. So then I have a murder.
I
Is
am
it
a crow
seven
of
that starts the
murders.
murder?
It's murder of crows. I am a crow of murder.
Well, I was saying, is it 7 that it starts at to be a murder?
No, I think it's like 3. Give me a second.
Oh well, I didn't know. I know if it was like a highish amount, I'd be correct in a way.
I mean, you fair.
It just says a group of crows, so I think anything more than 2.
Yeah, I would say that would work. 3 would be a murder. I don't know why we're getting on so many tangents.
Because brains are the best.
Because I'm pretty sure almost everybody in this Discord has like ADHD of some form.
Well, I know Jiraxis was at the Hall of Justice reading one of his alchemy books. That's all I remember.
Oh, here I found something. It says a murder of crows is 3, because 2 is only an attempted murder.
I love that.
Anyway.
But 3 is the real answer because in English folklore it is 3.
That makes sense. 3 is like a big WA number.
If I learned anything from Schoolhouse Rock, it's a magic number.
Yes.
It is the magic number.
It's a very magic number.
I think so what time do we say we kind of like left the market, and what time was Triss supposed to meet up? Because she was also purchasing the 2 things we wanted
I
from
believe
the
4 a.m.
Okay.
was the meeting time at a place by the dock. I don't remember the name of the restaurant.
I hear a wife dying in the other room.
Oh, I'm good. Nope.
Just stop it. Just stop it.
I told her to stop it. She won't listen to me.
Very helpful. I appreciate it so much. That's the point of a wife, right? To not listen to their husband, or does it only go the other way?
No, it's a two-way street.
Anyway. Okay, continue.
Anyway, what are you wanting to do first? For today.
Love is
I
love.
am just gonna cuddle Draxos because that's what I was doing until I had to go fix Trish's makeup. And then I came back for more cuddles.
When did you start cuddling Jiraxis? What?
When he decided to sit down and I just kind of like laid my head on his one thigh and was just laying there while he was reading.
Yeah.
And then Trish came and got me to help me fix her makeup. And then once I was done with that, I went back and just like laid back down for like cuddles.
She started clinging to me at the black market, if you didn't notice.
I started clinging to him for a while, but it became less and once we got in the city. But it became more and more obvious over time.
Interesting.
I know. The romance is brewing, you know.
Ew, romance. There is no time for romance. Now
I was about to
instead
say,
of,
romance.
That is
I
not
guess
a
I'll
thing.
go on my date now.
yeah, like
Since nobody's
stop
picking
with
a
the
thing.
romance. Romance is not a thing. All right, now we got a date to do.
Sorry.
You'll hear
It's just
no words.
me and Jiraxis are just gonna be FWBs.
It's not what I was
Romance is
expecting you to
fine.
say.
What did you think I was gonna say?
I have no idea. Just not that.
You never know when it comes out of her mouth.
Hey, you know, that's what keeps it interesting because it's the same thing about when we go for Christmas, like give Fluffy a Christmas gift. He's like, it could be something really sweet or it could be dildo.
Could be.
Gotta keep him guessing.
Or 200 magic cards individually wrapped.
Yeah.
No one
So
is
long.
safe.
Took so long to wrap all those cards.
And just as long to unwrap.
Alright.
Ovi's plan is to go ahead and start asking around the whatever you would call the I don't know, the shops district, trying to see if he can procure a forge and anvil tomorrow for the next 37 days so he can start making all this shit.
Or you could do it at your forge in Phandalin.
I mean, or we could go back to Phandalin and I'll do it there. That works too.
You know. Whatever.
Plus,
However.
the shops are closed, my guy.
And it's night at the moment. So yeah.
Oh, so it's just me that keeps the forge open all night? Okay. Fucking bastards think they have a schedule to eat.
Yep. You are literally the only blacksmith. You kind of... The town almost lives and dies by your existence. Blacksmiths are kind of really important. And the tanner left with the blacksmith. Phandalin's in chaos. This is your fault.
Guess bitches gotta learn.
Yep.
And they have Potato to deal with.
And they got Potato to deal with, yeah.
We should bring Potato a brother.
No.
What? Find a second one, name it Tomato?
No, we name him Russet. So then it'd be a Russet Potato.
Alright, so what y'all's doing first? I need answers.
I would like to work on the Love is Love quest.
I heard date. I heard Love is Love quest.
Either or. I said date because no one else was saying anything.
I said
The
cuddles.
love is fine.
We'll do the Love is Love because flirting with my wife.
Well,
I'm gonna go get a hot drink. We'll do that.
because it also ties into Obi's quest too.
All
So
right.
I'm here, but I'm listening in. But I'm gonna go downstairs and have a cup of tea because I can't get this stuff under control.
Alrighty. So, do you remember where you needed to meet? And when?
It was 2 a.m. And it was... I want to say...
No, I had just told him I would be back, so that he could talk to his, or not he.
That's right.
So that they could talk to their soon-to-be husband. Because we didn't know where the husband was, but we know that the husband's in town. They're not at the market, so I told them like, oh, I'll come back.
All right. So you're going to come back to the market later?
Yeah, like hopefully the next day or so. Like, you know, I can't just leave and like come back like 3 hours later. Like, have you left yet and talked to your soon-to-be spouse in the little amount of time?
I mean, sure you can.
I don't know if they would have spoken to their spouse in that short amount of time. I would give them an evening, or you know, like their evenings. I think that I'm sure that they work basically third shift.
All right. Well, I would say dawn of the third day, but it's actually the fifth day, so dawn of the fifth day.
I mean, I did that calendar. That is on me.
Is there anything that y'all wanted to do in the middle of the night
We were getting scrolls.
other than the date?
Yeah, we were getting scrolls, so that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I had done the rings.
Yeah. Did you already get your magic items that you had talked about?
The bracers and needle of mending, Triss was going to finish purchasing from them on the date, like before the date or whatever.
And I just blatantly just handed them cash because I didn't know the concept.
Of meet up later.
Yeah, so my part's done.
Yeah. Yeah, we bought the stuff. Yeah, basically besides the bracers and the needle bending, everything else we just literally paid for and grabbed.
Alright. Yeah. Well, yeah, the Moonstone Mask is where it will, their little date shall be. And I just realized that it was a terrible decision to do this, because this means that I need to, flirt with my wife in front of y'all.
I believe in you.
Is it gonna get spicy?
We could just
'Cause
cut
I
to
wanna hear
black
that.
and skip it.
I'm just...
I kind of feel like doing that just because I'm kind of awkward at the moment.
I've played multiple video games where it's been a lovely evening. Should we go? We should. And you just imagine the rest of it on your own. That's your problem.
Yeah.
Though.
Yeah. Like, if it was through text, hell yeah, because I can think about answers. And
do we just want to say
take
that
my
that's
time.
going to be in the RP channel?
That is up to the wife. I was gonna say, otherwise, I can give y'all a description of the place, and I can be like, hey, is there anything you'd like to do in particular that would be very stand out, or so on and so forth.
Bird's still getting butterflies when he thinks about flirting with his wife.
I do.
Butterfly in the sky. I can hold her so high.
I still get giddy when she comes and, like, surprises me and stuff.
Aww.
He's adorable. I love when people are like that.
Just get flowers delivered. It always goes so well, right? babe?
Oh my fucking god!
I assume there's a story there.
I've decided to be nice when she worked up at Michael's. I paid the little place here in Hamilton to deliver her flowers. It's run by two little old ladies. I thought the little old ladies would be the ones delivering the flowers. It was not. It was some, like, middle-aged, chunky man.
No.
Walked up to her
No,
and was like,
no,
"Are
no.
you Bailey?"
No, this guy looked like he would be your typical, like, when you think, oh, stalker, rapist, you know, how you kind of think, like, oh, white shirt, kind of stained and dirty, buck teeth, like, you know, like the classical, like, very disgusting, scary looking human being. This dude comes up. He smelled like alcohol. He just, like, he comes through the door. He sees me at the cash register. He stares at me for a good 20 minutes before he comes up and he says, "Hey." I'm like, "Yeah, how can I help you?" And he's like, "Your name Bailey by any chance? Because that's what your name tag says." And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Oh, yeah, here you go." And he sits flowers and he's like, "I hope you have a lovely day, sweetheart." And then he leaves. And I'm
Yeah.
sitting there like, oh my god, I got a stalker. Because, like, I see so many people, I'm like, at this point, I'm like, I got a stalker. Somebody, you know, he was in here before, he saw me, thought I was cute. I got a stalker, and now he's making advances. And then I saw the chicken scratch letter that was attached to, like, the little card, and I'm like, oh my god. I had a heart attack, and I went, oh, after my heart attack. Like, I called my manager up and everything, like, freaking out, and I looked at the card, and I'm like, oh, my husband got me flowers, never mind. And they teased me all day for it.
I was gonna say, was it Perky's level of chicken scratch?
Yeah, Perky's the one that wrote the card.
Yeah. Anywho.
If, like, the old lady wrote the card, I would have, like, called the cops.
Why the oops?
Okay,
One.
I'm back. If I'd have known that was going to happen, I wouldn't have left my phone upstairs on mute.
Hmm.
But it was payback, so it's fine. I have a cup of tea now.
So we were thinking if you guys wanted to do an RP text chat about how the date goes, so you guys can, like, think about it and all that stuff, so you're not put on the spot and it's all awkward with, you know, 5 other people listening in on you two trying to flirt in characters. We could do that unless you want to flirt with your husband. He was a little afraid to flirt in this group.
I don't, well, he's a pansy, but I don't know how much she would be flirting because she's not interested in the both of them. That's kind of weird. She just likes the dude, and nothing more than maybe dinner would happen because she's Demi, so she needs a connection for anything too much to happen. So, I don't care, whatever. We can just skip right over it. We don't even have to text her play it. We'll just say that she got the goods.
Yeah. You get the goods. The plate. Actually, question on this. It is 2 on one side of the table and 1 on the other. Do you go Dutch? Do you split it? Do you split it 2v1? Do you take half the bill, or are you going to pay for it all, or let them pay?
I don't know.
Oh, I gave you enough gold. You can pay for it. That's the baller move.
I will say it is a pretty pricey place. Not the priciest, but
I mean,
on a scale of 1 to 5, 5 being priciest, it is a 4.
I mean, I get 24 gold. And 24 gold should be enough for dinner. If not, you're toppling in an economy just for a brisket.
I was gonna say, for the 3 of them,
I was thinking 5 gold a pop. For like a really fancy meal.
Yeah. Real fancy meal is like, actually I was gonna say 2 gold a pop.
I was gonna say 5 as being like, you know, like I'm talking about like this is like Gordon Ramsay's restaurant and he's actually in the back cooking kind of deal.
I have his knife, he can't be a chef right now.
Correct. Okay.
Yeah, no, Kaylin, you got the gold. That's a baller move. Pay for it all.
I pay for the meal.
And do a head to tip. Chicks love folks that tip.
Tip. I'm not after the chick.
I mean, fair point.
Yeah,
But
still,
it'll
the
make me
sister
look
has to
good
like
in
you
front of the
too.
brother. Yeah. I tip.
Okay, but is that customary in
I don't know.
this universe? Do we need to do a roll for that? Or are you just fucking up with, is this offensive?
There is no lore on the tipping culture of Faerun that I am aware of.
But I mean, I've always tipped at a bar though. Whenever I go into taverns, they're like, "Oh, it's gonna be 8 silver. Here's a gold. Keep the change." That sort of shit.
Okay, that's a fair point.
At that time, nobody really had a good concept of money. It was like, yes, I need 2 men like you yourself. Bring a shovel, a rope, and some dastardly deeds. Here, this ought to cover it. And just toss a sack full of change at them. Oh, thank you, my lord.
Whatever the custom is, I am a perfect gentlewoman. All evening, I purchase things. We wine and dine. It is a very nice evening. There we go. There is a tip or not a tip, depending on what is
Customary.
customary.
How do you say you pay for everything? I didn't catch that.
Well, it depends on what it costs. I have 24 gold.
2 gold per person.
Yeah, I pay.
Yeah, they would thank you very much for your time. Sorry, I'm just I would do it. I'm not in the right headspace to flirt in front of
I've
y'all.
already said it's fine.
It's okay. Covington has met a new friend outside, so he's flirting for you. I can hear his cries. Covington met a new white and gray cat outside, so he's in this window, and I can hear him crying and talking to the other cat.
Friend.
Yeah, I'm like, don't worry, Covington's flirting for you with his new friend.
Over this cough.
My dad used to just keep a bottle of cough syrup and just sip on it throughout the day. I'm like, that is overdosing it for sure. But just honestly, just one full bottle of cough syrup and he's just sipping throughout the entire fucking day.
We'll make some really good tasting stuff, guys.
Did we already buy the scrolls for ceremony? Okay. Lothar has them in his inventory? Great. Did I throw them in my inventory?
You should have them.
I did not put them in my inventory. You were purchasing them. I didn't.
Okay, they're in my inventory.
Okay.
Yeah,
many did we buy?
purchased them. The links were done. The tea is too hot.
Okay, I'm back. Lothar, no, it's not the rain check for the game in general. It's just mental state on some things.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, if we need to like just let that mental state just coast and everybody like that, man. Like, I'm not putting any pressure on nobody for nothing.
Y'all are good friends. I really appreciate you guys.
You know it, buddy.
We hope that you know that you're extremely appreciated in this group.
Fuck
We do
yeah.
love you, man.
And realistically, too, we did put in like 16 hours of D&D last weekend, so
12.
no,
Well,
Friday
Crush
night
your
too.
game.
Friday night, dude.
Oh, yeah. That is true.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
I mean, we have a plan of what we're doing, so we could just pick this up next week. Like, you know, we could just chit-chat in here. It's fun chit-chat with you guys. We like you all.
Yeah. Shoot the
I'm
shit.
happy to play Stardew while we chit chat.
Hell, if you want to, I mean, since all of it we're doing is basically role playing anyways, we can sit there and just periodically get it done throughout the week in the chat too.
No.
I'm just tossing options out.
Baby, would you be fine with putting a pin into that role play until I'm in a better mental state for it?
I'm fine with whatever.
We can just sum it up, be like, it went well, or it didn't go well, or, like, that's it.
Yep.
Next time you're trying to hold in a fart, don't sneeze. How about that?
There's actually, in one of the RPGs that I play, a dating game mini mechanic that they came out with.
Oh, God.
It's like a Valentine's Day, here you go kind of thing. And you actually roll on how well the date went and some of the weird shit that could happen. Like they come to the date, but they're already injured. Like they got shot on the way, or stabbed on the way.
That reminds me of mine and Tree's first date.
You were
You
stabbed?
got shot. What?
I did jump behind her and said, I'm hiding behind the tree.
I don't know why
Anyway.
I fell in love with this man,
It happened.
but I did.
One of our first like in-person outings, because it wasn't really a date, was we went to Walmart because I really missed Walmart. And Jay was like, "Here, can you hold this over your head for a second?" I'm like, "Okay," and handed me like a 6-pack of Crush, and he's like, "Yeah, I have a crush on you," and I was like,
That's adorable.
"There's a picture of me just looking at him like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I flew all the way around the world for this."
I love it.
Yeah, fucking weirdo.
I am good for the rest of this stuff that y'all wanted to do.
Let's go.
If you want to do other stuff.
Yeah, we can do it. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, we could just skip the date thing. You just tell us, did it go well? Did she accidentally insult them? Like, I just need to know, like, because Ginkgo's gonna say, like, gonna ask, like, did it go okay? You okay? Everything okay?
I mean, I don't want to speak for, Kaylin's character, but I would say that the Drow would have been very charming, and it's less of they're trying to romance you and more of they're trying to get friends that aren't, criminals.
So fair. I'll roll a performance to see how well Trish behaved on the date. If she just completely messed it up.
Yay!
She did really
No.
well. It was fun. She had a lovely evening.
Yeah, it ended up being more of like a friend date with a little bit of flirtiness, but more of like playful flirtiness, not like I want to be with you flirtiness, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's
People
like-
will make sure to say
It's
hi
like
to
me
them.
and Valeno.
Yeah. Oh my god, one of our friends from the fighting community is like an absolute sweetheart, and like even I kiss him on the cheek. Like he's just adorable. Like we love him, and it's like we'll say that to him. We're like, we love you. Like it's very open with that whole.
I kiss him on the cheek every time I see him.
Yeah, that's true. He's adorable. We love him. But that's just it. Like,
Normalize kissing the homies goodnight.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
But yeah. So of the other stuff, what would you like to start off with?
I guess Ginkgo's doing a long rest from when they left the night market, and he finished the rings and stuff so that he gets his Kenku recall back.
Yeah,
Alright.
we're gonna want that. We got to make sure. I mean, we did buy two scrolls to be safe.
Yeah, but I am not proficient in religion, so I can't Kenku recall that shit.
It's not a religion check though.
What would be using the scroll? I might not be able to Kenku recall that shit.
It would be Arcana for reading the scroll, right?
It would be Arcana for reading the scroll, yes.
Don't you
I
have...
am not proficient in
Never mind.
Arcana.
JK on that plan. Look, I'm just.
I do have DM inspiration that I will use on it.
Ooh, good
I have
call.
2 versions of
Yeah.
DM inspiration.
Oh, do I get... I didn't think that they stacked.
You have
They
double.
normally don't.
You have double secret DM inspiration.
Okay, okay. Well, Gengo's rest before he goes, because he will go back to the night market that evening, giving the merchant time to hopefully discuss with their betrothed, and if they hadn't yet, he'll at least stop in, check in, and all that good stuff.
Yeah, checking in with Merchant.
I'm so glad you're back. So we had a little bit of a talk. He came over for my lunch break, and well, we were thinking, if it's at all possible, there's a dragon mound just south of here that we would like to be wed at.
What?
It's actually where we met.
I'm gonna let him know that
Wait,
Dragon Mound has...
What?
Can I know it's to the south, but do I need to do a roll to check? Is that the exact Dragon Mound that is being talked
You
about?
don't need a roll. There's only one dragon mound.
Okay. I'm gonna let him know, that mound has been disturbed. It is not as you would remember it.
I'm sorry, what do you mean?
As we were traveling here from the south, we passed by it, and as we made it to the city, it is no longer a dragon mound. I'm not lying. None of these things are lies.
You are obfuscating the truth.
Exactly.
Can I still get a deception check?
Oh, of course. I did not mean to roll an advantage. Sorry about that.
16. Let me roll for them. Where is the NPC stat block? I am in everywhere that I don't need to be.
Hooray. Where is the NPC? The NPC stat block. I swear I have things alphabetized, but I can't seem to find them when I need to. Anyway, well, that makes things easy. No, they, they look at you and they're like, you know something that you're not letting on.
It's a crater now.
What do you mean it's a crater?
Exactly what it is. It's a crater now. There's no mound in the shape of a dragon anymore. It is now the empty hole of what would be the shape of a dragon.
Well, that puts a damper on our wedding plans.
I am very sorry.
Will you give me a few days while we rethink?
We're here forever.
Absolutely. In how many days would you like me to return?
Is there a way that I can get a hold of you?
I am staying. Where are we staying, honey?
We're at the Hall of Justice.
I'm staying at the Hall of Justice because my spouse is a cleric of
Orm.
Torm. Of Torm. So we are
I
staying
recognize the holy symbol, yes.
there. Yeah, so we are staying there. I am there most days and evenings and such. May have we do have a meeting coming up with some builders for something, but otherwise I should be around there. Or you can also leave a note or a message with the priestess Amber. If I am not there, you can tell her that you can let her know that you stopped by, and I will come back to the night market. Ember, I'm sorry, Ember. My friend's name is Amber. That's why I was like...
Yeah.
And I just was reading her Facebook post, so that got in my brain. I was like, it's close to this! So it's Ember is the priestess there that knows of us. You can... If I am not there, you can't find me there, you can let her know. And I will stop by the market.
The only other places that I could possibly see is, perhaps the hunting lodge, or perhaps... No, that wouldn't work. Not really romantic enough. Yet, the hunting lodge.
Do I know of this hunting lodge?
There's a lot of hunting lodges. You'd probably have to ask.
Which hunting lodge?
There's a place called Falcon's Hunting Lodge. It's within Neverwinter Wood.
Why are you giggling?
Because that's where the green dragon was, right?
Yeah.
Venom thing?
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That's also where Trish's family lives.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, you misspoke. It sounded like you said that's where Venom Fang lives?
That was what Thingy told us, right? The Venom Fang
Yeah.
was in the Neverwinter Forest.
Venom Fang has been spotted
An
around
adult
Neverwinter Wood.
Dragon was spotted around there.
I think you
Or
meant
younger
to say
dragon.
where Venom Fang's gonna die.
I will... Do I know of this? Or was this... Did anyone transfer this information to me? Was this from Auntie?
No, I think this was from the... Did the bank person tell us this?
The House of Knowledge.
House of Knowledge,
House
yeah.
Knowledge.
Okay, so I was there, so Ginkgo would know that. I'm gonna let them know there's been a dragon spotted in that area. A green dragon, by the way. Just wanted to give you the heads up. Near that lodge.
Well,
Let's see if they know much about green dragons.
But also, if
That
the
is-
Dragon
that is
Man
the
was where I
wrong
meant,
step
I mean,
forward.
it kind of fits into their story, right?
A 10. Dragons are just. Everything's against this wedding. Perhaps we'll just go back to Chult.
If you want this wedding to happen, we will find a way. But I do want you to do what you want. I don't feel like it is, everything is against this wedding. I think they're just in a very bad time in the nearby areas, but, I am happy to find something or, help you look for a better location or, if
I
there's anything
appreciate-
else.
The only other place that I could think of that's possibly one we would be going to would be my husband to be as a friend named Big Al who runs Butterskull Ranch. It's not really a romantic place, but it's not within Neverwinter Wood. There's been a dragon spotted about.
No.
May I sacrifice Obi?
What would sacrificing the rogue do?
I don't know, bring Big Al back with some dark magic?
Can we please move on?
Oh no. Oh dear.
Perhaps if you could talk to Al, see if there's a way that we could possibly rent out his cabin or one of the barns for the reception.
Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. That's all destroyed. Didn't we go back?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
Son
it's
of a bitch.
gone.
Yep. This is like medieval times. Unless if you've got magic, news does not travel very quick.
Well, I don't want to lie to him and be like, yeah, let me get back to you on that.
It's just beyond the ruins of Coneyberry.
Yeah, I came
We are
from
from there.
I came from
right?
there with our group. Originated and we gathered up in that area. There was a green dragon that went through.
Oh, Big Al is alright, isn't he?
Oh god!
If you wanted to come with me.
Am I there?
Just rip the bandage off. Just please rip it off. I feel so bad.
I know I hate this.
Am I there?
Did you want to come with?
I'm assuming I'd be with you. I'm assuming, correct? I know I didn't say I was, but I'm assuming I would have been.
Actually, Ginkgo was saying that he was going to go
I
there
was going alone.
All right. Best of luck to you, honey.
You got this.
I was like when we passed through what would be what I'm assuming is his farmland. It was destroyed. I didn't find it.
Yeah, a lot of the crops were wilted, as if like a great toxin had just killed everything, almost like chemical burns. You technically didn't find a body, that is true.
Yeah. Sorry, we did not find a body.
What do you mean?
The fields were destroyed. The buildings mostly destroyed. We searched to see if there was any survivors that we could help out. We did not find any person by the name of Big Al.
Who needs a proper wedding anyway? We'll just get a small, nice ceremony, just a few of us in the underground around here. Get the matron's blessing. It'll be fine, as long as we're together.
Give me an insight check.
No, I can already tell.
Well, before, you didn't say matron before. It was... God, it was the god, but I didn't think it was titled as the matron, the Ouroboros.
No, they're talking about the person who owns the night market.
Oh, okay.
Get their permission for having a wedding here in the night market.
Okay. There is insight.
They're putting on a brave face. They were kind of having their hopes up. They've got that, like, brave smile on their lips.
Right. Can I comfort them? Like, I just want to comfort them. Be like, I want this to be as special as it can be for you, and I am sorry that there are some tough times going around to some of the locations that are dear to you.
Do we... I'm not there, but as Kaylin, is there a spell that could be done on the mound to like thaumaturgy or prestidigitation or something that could make it look like itself again? Like, it wouldn't be the same thing, but we could make it look like the same thing.
If we had a druid with hallucinatory terrain.
I was just about to say yes. Hallucinatory terrain is a spell.
Is it a spell scroll that we could get? That anybody could do? Because, I mean, that's kind of a least we could do. We destroyed everything good to this person.
There is, Ginkgo, make me a history check. See if you remember this.
Okay, I'm gonna use a Kenku recall on this, because I'm very worried.
Okay.
And it's history, so I am proficient in it.
Yeah, you briefly met a druid when you guys were in Phandalin that had come to talk to a member of your party and thank them for saving their wolf friend. This druid was by the name of Radoth, and he actually said that he was going to be going up around Thunder Tree. He might be nearby.
Oh, Thunder Tree. We could, check on my little keep I got there.
The druid that I forgot that I actually knew.
Yep. That I forgot that you knew.
Then I will tell the soon-to-be wed. I'll be like, actually, there's something I can do. As it was the first spot that you wanted to be wed at, the dragon mound. There may be a way for me to get it to look as it did when you first met your betrothed. And we could still perform the ceremony.
Really?
I need to get in contact with a certain user of the weave and see if they are able to help in this situation. So it will be just a few days at least for me to get this information. I don't know how fast I'll hear from them. I don't know exactly where they are. I need to do a little bit of, searching. But this is something we could do. I do really want this wedding to be special for you and yours. Would that be all right if I took some time to get this figured out?
They nod emphatically. How good is Ginkgo with sudden hugs?
Ginkgo understands them because he is married to Lothar. So he handles them quite well.
Yeah, you are hugged suddenly and tightly, as they are very appreciative of all this hard work that you are putting in for a stranger that you had met.
Ginkgo hugs them back to kind of comfort them, but also to let them know, like, this is okay. His love is love. Yeah, Ginkgo is going to comfort them back, and hug them back, just kind of squeeze them back, let them know, like, I understand your hug, and I appreciate it. Here's another hug.
Thank you. Anything, if I need to wait a little bit longer, then it will be done. He's worth it.
Where would be the best place for me to find you if, I can't make it here at night or whenever this is open? Is there somewhere else I can find you, or is this the best spot for me to return to give you information?
I do stay at my soon-to-be betrothed's place. He lives in the slums, just outside of Neverdeath's main graveyard.
And I remember they gave the name, and I have it. No, the name of the betrothed, so I can be like, oh, Kunde, right?
Kunde.
I'll say, okay. So then I will look for you there if the night market is, not open. Anytime there, I will. But you expect to see me either here or searching for you at Kunde's location, house, if that is okay.
That is perfectly fine.
Do I need to get like a house number? Like, just curious, like, or is that just enough that I could just?
They would give you directions.
Okay.
Out
I just
of
didn't wanna, like,
character,
assume.
I'm not gonna spit
No,
out some
that's fine.
random house.
No, that's what I assumed. I was just like, I'm just like, wait, do I need to be doing like searches? Do I need to be doing rolls to find them when we get there, or am I getting an actual address? Okay, so
You're getting an address.
Perfect. Okay. So yeah, so I tell them I will get some information about what we can do to have the wedding there and all that, and I will get back to them.
All right. With that done, I assume you make your way back to the party.
Oh, I do want to show them the rings I made, because they were nat 20 rings, and I'm very proud of them.
They are absolutely enthralled with them.
I posted the photo again of what I found that I thought would be perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. And then, yeah, I will leave. I'm also going to stop and say hi to the Drow siblings.
Mm-hmm.
And just, I feel, because they were very friendly. I'm going to show them that I'm wearing the bracers and that I appreciate them.
Yep. All right. What is everybody else doing for that day?
Well, once Draxus got tired of reading his books and it got really late, he would try to go to sleep, but then after having touched the horse, would end up having nightmares. Is there I assume there might be training dummies somewhere at the Hall of Justice, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Well, he'd end up going outside and probably spend the rest of the night until the sun comes up and just be exhausted, having been training the rest of the night since he couldn't sleep.
All right. Roll me a Constitution saving throw. you are tired, but you're able to push through for the next day without any sort of grand issues. You will not be taking a level of exhaustion, but you will be taking a -1 penalty to your rolls for not getting proper sleep.
That's fine. It suits him.
Anybody else?
Get my beauty sleep.
You get a +1.
Knowing that love is happening.
Yeah.
Sleep like a baby.
Yeah.
Obi and Moira go to a tavern to just try and relax. We haven't really had much in the way of calmness, shall we say. So they go to the local tavern. Originally they start trying to dance, but Obi is notoriously bad when it comes to dancing in pairs. So eventually they just end the night with slamming beers and Moira kicking people's asses at arm wrestling. Much to Obi's enjoyment.
Make me a athletics check for Moira. As you both go carousing.
Is it athletic?
Athletics, please, yes. You would expect that she does kick some people's butts in arm wrestling, and she does, up until there's some adventures, much like yourself, that very much put her to shame.
We'll just put it as she's a lot better at this sober, and after knocking back a couple drinks, she's kind of sloshing around and not very on form.
Yeah, alright. Question, would there have been bets wagered?
I mean, after the first 2 or maybe 3 victories in a row, everybody starts forming like a little circle around the table. Me and Moira are just trying to see like how many wins in a row she can get.
More along the lines of, did you wager any bets? Did you or Moira?
Did I? No.
All
I
right.
love my wife, but in case she does lose, I ain't losing anything.
How much of a vote of confidence?
Do I have in my wife?
Yeah.
I mean, it's my wife, so I'd hope I'd have all the confidence in the world.
Not gonna bet on her.
Okay,
I'm messing with you, man.
I was getting her to say, I have all the confidence. I just am not the one with the coin perk right now.
Yeah.
He
All
saw her
right.
lose to me, and that was too much.
Yep. All the country bumpkins, it's fine, but one adventure. No, yeah. You guys carouse. I will say for the drinks and everything, just deduct about, I'll say, a gold for drinks and food. Yeah. While you are carousing, you do hear of a rumor going on. Make me a. We'll say investigation check to see how much of this rumor you're able to hear, or if it's just going to be vague hints. With an 11, it's just going to be vague hints. You hear that in the ruins of Thunder Tree, there is a hidden treasure. However, you also hear that it is guarded by a group of. Actually, no, you wouldn't hear that. You just hear that there's people talking about how they had saw people bringing treasure to Thunder Tree.
Out of curiosity, can I also have, because I'm playing two characters. Can
Moira?
I roll investigation on Moira?
Sure.
If she... Never mind, she don't hear shit. She's too busy focusing on the arm wrestling. Never mind.
She's too busy focusing on the arm wrestling. Carousing is a fantastic way to get rumors. If you can roll well enough.
Yeah, so Obi, all he really understands is Thunder Tree, Treasure, Guarded, and he hears some whispers in the back of his mind as if Avathor is like, hey, did you hear that? Treasure, you want that, right? So, instinctively, he's going to, Can I tell where the rumors are coming from in the room? Maybe I couldn't understand all of it from where I am, but can I tell, like, what part of the room coming from, as if there's a group of people just having a discussion about it?
With the 11, with your investigation, I will say you are not able to pinpoint where the rumors are directly. However, what languages do you speak?
Common, Dwarvish, Elven. These can.
Alright. Yeah, the reason why you don't get more than that is the people who were talking about it, whoever they are or wherever they are, one of them quickly hushed the other, and then they started speaking in the language you don't know.
Of course they did.
I have a keep in Thunder Tree.
So yeah, Obi hears about. All he hears is Treasure, Thunder Tree, Guarded, and he just gets the whispers in the back of his head and this insatiable itch that needs scratched. Like, I need to go get it right now. But yeah, so whenever me and Moira get done canoodling, we'll relay that message back to the party.
Alright. Was anybody else doing anything for day 5?
I'm just like sleeping, drinking, and kind of like walking around.
So you're also carousing.
Yeah.
Browsing, that's what I meant. I said canoodling.
I assume you canoodled when you got back.
Oh, there was much canoodling.
Let us see if you defile the church with your... No, I'm kidding.
I did.
Anyway, Scarlet, you are also carousing, you said?
I am.
What sort of carousing are you doing? Give me a brief description of what sort of activities you get up to.
Well, since like Drax has kind of just like left Scarlet, laying wherever he was sitting last, she just kind of woke up, looked around, was like, you know what? I could use a bottle of wine. She gets up, gets some wine, but it's like, do they have blood wine? Is that a thing?
I'm sure Chester would have had some.
Yeah.
I'm not going to Chester. I'm going to.
Well, he can't. He's dead.
Had blood wine.
Because I know it's like a big city, so you said like Dampiers aren't like like they're known pretty well.
They're known.
Okay, so blood wine, and she's just kind of like moping around, kind of like just like looking like, oh, that's cool, like window browsing, just kind of like taking a stroll, window browsing, just sees a nice lady, whistles at the lady, continues looking at other shit.
Make me a investigation check of your own. See what sort of things you can learn while you're out and about, carousing. Not a single thing.
Not a single damn thing. I didn't mean to do
No. You don't learn a single thing other than the fact that blood wine is kind of expensive.
Yeah, it is.
For your troubles, deduct a gold.
Already did ahead of time.
Awesome. Alright, yeah. I think that's everyone, unless somebody else would like to do something for day 5 that was not spoken of.
Scarlet kind of gets lost, like, shit, I don't know where I am.
But on day 6, you guys did have something set up. Am I wrong?
That was going to be the 4th day from when they made the appointment for the cart, wagon, whatever.
Yeah. So what are you guys doing for today? For day 6?
That's cart day, right?
That's what day? What?
Cart day.
It is cart day. Is everyone going to talk about the cart?
Yes.
Alright.
I kind of can't. My cat's gonna pull my hair.
He's the haggler, and so I'm gonna assume Ruin's getting kind of stir crazy and take him out for a ride and read my book and find some nice grove to sit down in.
A grove?
Scarlet kind of wakes up under a bridge, like, well, I didn't make it home last night because I don't know where the fuck I am.
Make me a perception check.
Me or Scarlet?
Scarlet. At disadvantage. A 5. Disadvantage. See if it's lower. So a 4. Let me roll something. You're not gonna believe this. I rolled a 3. So despite you rolling a 4, Scarlet, while you were under that bridge, sleeping away whatever alcohol that you had
Bless you.
imbibed the previous night, you actually wake up to somebody trying to rifle through your pockets. Despite being drunk and asleep.
Will this person be missed?
You don't know.
Being slightly drunk and kind of not like being touched by random people, Scarlet's just gonna break their neck.
Yeah, make me an attack roll.
I forget, how do I do that again?
Choose one of your weapons that you're going to be using for this attack. It should be in your attacks and spellcasting area. Just underneath your hit dice. Just choose one of them. Whichever one you feel is most suiting on how you would be attacking. And just click it. Click the name of it.
I had disadvantage, I'm sorry.
You're fine. It's the first number that we choose on this. A 12 hits. You instantaneously kill them. Tell me how you kill them. Or if you'd like to make it non-lethal, you can also not kill them.
I'm just gonna like bite their shoulder and like drink some of their blood, and enough to spook them for them to like wiggle out and like run away. Because I guess if I kill somebody, I might get in trouble for that.
I mean, no one's around. It's under a bridge.
Okay, then never mind. I'm just gonna grab their neck, like my hands, like on their head, and just like quickly snap their neck, stand up, and like walk away.
Yeah.
Like fuck that shit.
Yeah, you, similar to what Lothar just typed in the chat, instead of being a murder hobo, you murdered a hobo.
He shouldn't have been touching my pockets.
You're drunk underneath a bridge. He was seeing if he could get some quick cash.
and at least he's in a better place now. And she's
Look,
gonna get up and
don't
start making her way
don't hit the
back towards
player.
the house.
Don't hit the player. Hit the game.
I think it's hilarious. They had a +0 modifier. They could have rolled anything 4 and above. Or 5 and above. And they rolled a 3.
Well, they're at least not a hobo in heaven now.
Alright. You successfully don't lose anything from your person, despite sleeping underneath a bridge.
Amazing.
Alright, yeah, you meet up with everybody, and I assume you all are going to the wagon.
I'm gonna like slightly tell them the story of like, hey, this like person was like trying to get in my pockets, so I broke his neck. Like just like casually talking, like
Just
it's an
casually,
everyday, yeah, like it's an everyday thing.
Yeah, I woke up today and immediately chose violence.
Like I do every day.
She was awoken and chose violence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, if
I
he
mean,
just
if I was
kind of
awoken,
sat
then-
there, if he woke me up and said, "Hey, can I have some money? I'm kind of a hobo," I would have been like, "Yeah, here's like 1 gold. Go get you some drink. Go get you some food." And I would have got up and went on my way. Since he decided to try and raid my pockets and woke me up, I chose violence.
Anyway, yeah, when you eventually all come to the nighttime nomads, who is tell me as you get to the shop and you push in the door, seeing the various wagon rights going about their business, what do you guys do?
Remember, Lothar and Ginkgo were not here when you guys made the appointment, so we have not met any of these people.
Let's see if Lothar or Ginkgo can spot them. Either one of you can roll me a perception check.
My passive perception's better.
I was gonna say, you wouldn't have thought. I doubt you would have thought to put guidance on yourself as you walk in.
I would not have. It's just there.
And Ginkgo?
Oh, oh, okay. I thought just one of us. Okay.
This is more just my curiosity. Ginkgo, you and only you alone are able to spot the background characters that are so bland that they blend in with pretty much the entire background of noise, sound, and everything. That is Jane and John Doe.
They are my people. Ginkgo lives to be unnoticed.
As you are actually the entire rest of the party does know, with the exception of you two, who to look for. Ginkgo, you immediately spot them. Lothar, you are very surprised as somebody seems to just is suddenly next to you, talking to you.
Good, man or woman?
This would be Jane.
Pardon me, madam. You mildly startled me.
I tend to do that. Welcome back, everyone. I assume these are your companions that you said were, you were waiting on?
Yes.
Yes, we are here to make discussions on the construction of a wagon of sorts for our abilities.
Of course, of course. So the boss will, the wagon right will be seeing you, shortly. Please just wait over there briefly. We will
be back with you. Is there anything that I can get you? Some water? Honestly, that's all I could get you. Water. Would you like a water?
I greatly do appreciate all your offer, but I'm perfectly fine as myself at the moment.
And yourself, sir?
Ginkgo's
Starting
only gonna
to get-
accept water if someone else is also needing water, otherwise Ginkgo is fine.
I'll take some water if that's not
Yeah.
too much to ask.
Can
It-
Ginkgo assist them with carrying back the vessels of water to the group?
Yeah. Yeah, of course. Jane would greatly appreciate it. As you two go and grab a clay vessel of water and some cups, bring them back to the group to share. It is room temperature water. You have a feeling that the majority of the time, this is more to just like slake the thirst of the workers rather than to be refreshing. Make sure they don't, keel over from dehydration of,
Of course.
working in a hot shop. But yeah, eventually after a short wait, another individual who is dressed quite colorfully, with jangling jewelry and sort of bangles around them, approaches. I would say only Triss. Roll me a history.
One moment.
Actually, no, Ginkgo as well. Ginkgo, you can also roll history on this.
I'm not good at history.
Just because Ginkgo is
As
very
evidenced
well
by that natural 0.
Yeah, no, you don't know.
Sorry, this is the next day, so I did a long rest before this, right?
Yes.
So okay, so I'm back to 3 Kenku Recall. I'm gonna use a
Oh.
Kenku Recall on this.
I have an inspiration. I would like to reroll and use my inspiration.
Yes, you can, Kaylin. Go for it.
Because that was pitiful.
I mean, yeah.
Please reroll better, doesn't it? That was better.
13 was
Was
the
it
number
worth
that
an
you needed to hit.
inspiration?
GM Inspiration just allows you to reroll. But that's fine. 13 was the number that you wanted to hit. This person is a Vistani. Or at least they are portraying themselves as a Vistani. They seem to be wearing very similar clothes. Very similar styles, and they look over at you and welcome to Nighttime Nomads. You all were inquiring about Avardo.
Yes, we are indeed trying to get one fabricated for us for our various needs of furthering on our adventures.
Wonderful. And what is your budget?
What y'all say?
I'm not sure you're the money man. I don't know how much money we have
We
left.
could ask them to show us what they have for different price values, so we can kind of get a feel for what we
It's a
might
good idea.
need.
Do you currently have anything in construction currently, so I can see what it would cost for us to have certain things modified on a pre-existing model, possibly, or if we wanted to build one from scratch?
Of course. I can certainly do that. Oh, sorry, where is my names? My name is Radovan Kamil.
Spell that.
RADOVAN KAMILI.
Very well. Yes. Radovan, I greatly would appreciate any assistance in this. We are tragically our last wagon we had was it was raided upon,
Of course.
and we are hoping to get something with a little bit more ability for
Protection.
nighttime and protection as well. Yes, sir.
Of course. Um, Now we have various things. Please come with me. And Radovan would be walking you through the various wagons and such. For the majority of these are, while they are high end, like they're carriages, and you do see like in the back one or two is a wagon that's like very well built, very high end, but ultimately it's probably going to be bought by like a well-off farmer that just doesn't want to bother with like regular upkeep, so it's like a lot sturdier kind of thing. But the majority of these seem to be like fancy carriages and such. So you were looking for something more fit for adventurers, yes?
Yes, that's correct. My husband does have a small sketch in which he had done with a rough idea of what we're planning on doing.
All right. May I see the sketch?
Let me find which image I liked better of the inside, how we were going to construct it. Did I?
It's in art. Well, parts of it are in
Yeah.
art.
So I show him that we were looking to have like bed planks or like frames on on chains or ropes that fold down, that are hinged, that can fold up if we have a lot to bring back. But we'd have space for about, I don't know which one we wanted to do. If we were going to try and do 6 beds, probably 6 beds. Ginkgo would sleep in a hammock of some sort somewhere.
The wagon right kind of looks it over, takes the sketch, and kind of nods and says, something like this in a more mundane sense would be possible. However, you all lot are adventurers by the looks of you, correct?
Yeah.
That is correct.
You might be more interested in our more durable and rugged sort. The road can be weary, especially when you're dealing with ogres and trolls and all sorts of nasty things whenever you're going where you are. If you would like to follow me, and, well, before I should say, are you willing to spend a little bit more coin for what you want, or are you on a budget? I don't want to be showing you this if you aren't going to be.
We're not necessarily on the tightest of budgets. I mean, there's a dollar value that I feel like we need to be smart about, but at the current moment, we're not as worried about the end price as we are the abilities to get it done.
Very well. I don't know what a dollar is, but I assume it's some form of currency from where you're at.
Yes, from my homelands, it was a reference in the Appalachian for just a generic currency, regardless of kingdom.
Very well.
So, because some people would use doll hairs as a trading currency sometimes because we didn't have much money there. So you would sit there and take your little sister's doll and tear it apart and then you will use the doll hairs to trade with.
Isn't doll hair just horse hair?
It is. We typically ate horses sometimes. So they weren't around very much. And up in the mountains, it's very hard to keep a horse up there as well as you may think. I ventured out and spent my time in the military for a short period, not growing a fond affection to horses since then. But as a younger child, I did not care too much for the beast of burden in which it was.
I don't know why, but you are fantastic to listen to when you speak. I completely lost my train of thought.
He has the
we
gift of gab.
we are gonna go and venture to your more durable, sturdier options.
Yes. Please come along. And Camille, Mr. Camille, is going to lead you to a side room that. Oh gosh, I can't hear myself. Ow. Why do I sound disgusting?
I
Shut
think it
up.
sounds beautiful.
That's my husband
Uh,
you're speaking about, and I'll bully you.
Don't bully my husband, I'll bully my husband.
Yes.
That's right. That's what I heard.
He takes you over to a area that's set off to the side, and there's only 3 wagons in there. One of them seems to be partway made, and can I get an Arcana check from anyone?
Not me, because that's not a me.
Actually, Ginkgo, nobody else needs to roll Ginkgo. Got high enough for it. Ginkgo, you notice some runes on the wood that they are slotting in together to make these Vardos. And it reminds you a lot of the runes that are sewn into the flap of the bag of holding. Seems to be some sort of conjuration type magic. As they're putting these together.
Now, is this on all of them or just one in particular?
There's only one that is currently being built, and that's the one that that's how Ginkgo sees it, because they're slotting it together and the runes are visible.
Got it.
I'll advise the group, just kind of like, not like, hey, look at that, but just kind of like, oh, by the way, guys, just see, we have an idea of, what's capable.
The other 2, one, it seems to be like a stock model, some sort of like, there's no bells and whistles, it's just plain as day. And the last one seems to be a more souped up version of the stock. Like, I say stock, it's a very plain, fairly bland Vardo. Looks like a housing Vardo. Generally these would hold 1, maybe 2 people on the bed. But it's a living space, nonetheless. But the one that is souped up seems to have, like, reinforced wheels, seems to have a little bit of shimmer along the edge of the walls of wood, as if it is magicked with some sort of protection. And Mr. Camille, he looks over and says, these are our adventures, Vardos. They are quite popular amongst the realms that my people traverse. Generally, they are quite pricey, though, so I didn't want to drag you all back here if you're only willing to spend somewhere around, like, our general wagon prices and carriage prices are around 100 to 200. However, here, please let me show you, if you are still willing to spend more.
Ve- Very well, yes. Like I said, we are concerned of getting all 6 of us within the confines, all 7 of us inside the confines at a singular given time.
All right. Well, here, let me show you the stock. And he's going to lead you to the Bardo. Ed, who is going to be walking in first?
Lothar's running this show.
Yeah, I'll walk in.
All right. The outside of this Vardo, it's a wagon, so I mean it's not small. It's like a house on wheels. It's meant to be decently sized. As you step inside, it is a lot bigger.
Bigger on the inside. It's a TARDIS.
It's a TARDIS.
It is bigger on the inside. That is to GM. No, that is to public.
It is TARDIS.
Why did it say to click to public? To public. Why is this?
TARDIS.
Why is this not whispering? Whisper toggle. It was not. Nah. I'm professional, guys, I swear. It is bigger on the inside.
TARDIS.
Lothar, would you like to read this out?
I can, he's eating. The Vardo is fitted with a standard demi-plane enchantment, making its interior twice the size of its exterior. However, the enchantment only functions while the Vardo is encamped, with brake arms applied and wheels chalked. Preparing the Vardo to encamp or disembark is an involved process that typically takes half an hour. The Vardo's interior is fitted with a number of domestic amenities. Some are available on the move, including a pantry, dining table for 2, small cook stove, and 1 bed. Others are stowed magically inside the walls and only become available while encamped. These include a desk/workbench, full oven, clawfoot tub, oh my god, clawfoot tub, and 3 additional beds. Generally speaking, the Vardo is best suited to short rests while moving and long rests while encamped.
I want it.
That's definitely something we need.
A bathtub.
In addition, this one is still technically being made. There's a few things that still need to be put. If you would like to come up to me with, if you'd like to come with me up to the forecarriage. Sorry, I was blanking on the name. If you would look, and he taps one of the what looks to be like a little lantern sitting there. My assistant over there, Sergei, he's currently putting in magic stones that will light the path.
Headlights.
Someone would like to read this? We'll say
I can read it.
Kalen, she said that. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
The Vardo's exterior is fitted with several carriage lamps that cast warm ember light up to 30 feet in all directions. The lanterns can be dimmed or brightened via controls at the forecarriage by the driver. These lamps are magically powered and thus never need refueling, however, they cannot be removed. Alright, so there's continual flame cast on it.
Yeah, it's continual flame.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like it.
Now, of course, you said there was 7 people that you were wanting to house.
That is correct.
Well, if you would like to follow me to the showpiece here, you can see that our Vardos are able to have quite the versatile build. If you would look inside, you can see that there's 8 beds in this one. And if you crack the reins, here he'll hand you the reins.
He
Do you want to make a land vehicle check or?
Yes, please make me a land vehicles check.
Well, hang on a minute. This is out of character. This isn't in character.
Yeah.
She was like super adamant that it would take a bunch of things to like lift it, and it was not possible, and blah 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 blah.
If you're not going magically.
Mm.
Lothar, you first off, there is no horses attached to this. It's just reins.
Oh, okay.
Second off, do you still snap them?
Yes.
You snap them, and a set of 2 ethereal horses. As you snap, at the end of the snap, they seem to just suddenly apparate at the end of the reins. Now, normally you would have to apply your own. You would have to employ your own set of draft horses, or whatever beast of burden you would like to pull your Vardo. However, with our showpiece, and if you'd like to pay a little extra, we can set an enchantment to have you be able to summon your own draft horses at a whim. We also have an improved storage area on this one, as well as a reinforced chassis. You will obviously see that we have very versatile builds with these Vardos. If someone would like to read the versatile build.
The Vardo has a number of upgrades available that can alter it in many ways. Skilled artificers and magical wagon rights can make and install such upgrades given enough time. Upgrades include, but are not limited to, extra bedding, 2 beds per purchase, 1,000 gold, up to 8 beds max. Summon steed draft horses, 5,000 gold. Resistant chassis, price varies. Reinforced chassis, 2,500 gold per. Was that
5 points?
5 points the threshold. Yeah. Improved cargo hold, 2,000 gold per ton, up to 3 tons. Weapon stations, price varies.
This one isn't fitted with any weapons. Most adventurers tend to fight on their own. However, if you happen to have such need of hirelings, then they can easily man such things as ballistas that can be set up on the decks and such. But all of this would be absolutely nothing if it just fell to pieces, now wouldn't it?
I would greatly agree to that.
And he pats the thing and says, "Luckily, these things are quite rugged and will be able to restore themselves with enough time. Now, we're not talking with just any sort of restoration, but quite thorough one. You'll find that they are quite rugged." Kaylin, if you'd like to read this one. Triss? She's going to the potty. I accidentally called her. We'll say Obi. Would you like to read this one?
Sure.
Where's Clint? Keep getting up to go pee or get a drink and you talk to me.
Obi,
Yes.
you want to read that?
The rugged restoration thing, or
Yes. Rugged restoration.
built to ford rivers and cross mountains, Zavardo has 150 hit points, 15 AC. If reduced to 0 hit points, Zavardo ejects all cargo into the road and its enchantment cease functioning until repaired. By a qualified artificer, Zavardo regains full hit points after a week's worth of downtime while within the city. So what I'm hearing is protect the card at all costs.
So, this is the one that he is trying to sell you is a base model. obviously, this is out of character me saying, you can afford the base model if you'd like. It does not have a damage threshold. So, I don't know if that was a thing in 3.5. Brock, do you know what damage threshold is?
Yeah,
That you used?
I mean, just everything got base DR though, so like it was like a DR 10 or DR 15 depending upon the material.
It's the same thing.
Okay, yeah.
It's just 5e's version. So, this one, as is, has a damage threshold of 0. Which means any damage dealt to it is dealt to it. You can improve it up if you would like to spend the money for it, up to 15 points of damage reduction. So, unless if it does 16 points of damage or more, your Vardo has no scratch on it. Each of these things for the upgrades that I said include but are not limited to, aka I'll probably make more over time, but these are the ones that are base. Extra bedding says what it says on it is what it is on the 10. Rather than your characters having to sleep outside, you can sleep inside the Vardo. That was a big thing I noticed you guys wanting. Someone's Deed draft horses. That's literally just so you don't have to buy draft horses and then rebuy them when they eventually die. Resistant chassis. So, vehicles by raw are immune to poison, and they are immune to psychic damage. Resistant chassis just gives you resistance to whatever type of damage you want. The price does vary for more common things like bludgeoning, piercing, slashing, and fire. It's going to be a little bit more than if you wanted something like cold damage. When are you going to be getting hit with cold damage very often, sort of thing. Reinforced chassis is the damage threshold. The Vardo normally can hold up to 1 ton of gear. I doubt you will need to go over a ton of gear.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on doing that, right? Yeah.
I was going to say, then again, I know Lothar likes to collect every saber, shield, bow.
Lothar's a hoarder.
Yep.
So I figured 1 ton should be enough, but if you want more, if you want to go into
we'll offload before we like. I mean, I'm gonna hoard it, but like once we get to like our home and stuff like that, I'll offload it. Yeah.
Yeah. So it does have what looks to be like a big chest that the driver sits on. That if you open it up, it's a demi-plane inside there as well. That can hold up to a ton of various gear and such. I doubt you need more than a ton. This is literally meant for adventuring, not for like going sailing with a bunch of cargo. And weapon stations, there are various weapons, siege weapons and such that are in the book. I doubt you will need to mount a trebuchet onto your Vardo, and if you do, it will fall over probably. But yeah, he is trying to sell you this fun little Vardo.
All right, so we definitely want at least, we need to do 3 more of the 2 beds per purchase because it has 1 bed in it, so we need 7 beds total.
So it has 1 bed when you are driving. If you are camped, it has 4 beds total.
Okay, so then at 4 beds, we only need to purchase 2. We still need to purchase 2 to get to 7.
Yeah. You'd be going to the max there.
Okay, so it's up to. Okay,
8
I see what you're.
beds.
Yeah.
I specifically did that because it also keeps you from, like, gathering an army of minions.
Yeah, for sure, 100%.
Does 7 include Moira?
Yes, 7 includes Moira.
Okay.
Effectively, it's, hey, you guys can have 2 companions with you. But DM's way of saying that. by a.
Well, how
you know,
big are the beds? Because, like, Lothar, or, like, because, like, Obi and Moira, like, depends on how big the beds are. Could
They are
share-
single. They are single twin beds.
Okay.
Lame.
Oh, so
I
Well,
I
married
already
couple
sleep
twin
on.
bed with Brock.
Snuggle.
You just scooch in there, snuggling.
Wait,
Real
what's a
hard.
twin bed?
A twin-sized bed.
We call them different things in Australia. We have
What do
single,
you
we have
call-
double.
Tree and
Okay,
I
it's a
have
single
slept
bed.
together on twin beds on multiple occasions.
It's a single bed.
Okay,
It's
first
a
off,
one-person.
how?
I don't know because me and Robert slept on a
Very
queen-size
carefully.
bed, and I almost kicked him out like 3 fucking times.
We spooned, and, like, that was the only position we could sleep in.
I mean, I guess
Pretty much.
I lay on my bed, and I don't know how else to fit another fucking person there. Like, even if I'm laying on my side.
All right. So then we need to spend 2,000 extra on top of it to get the 4 other beds to get to 8. Correct?
Yes, if you wanted to get to 8.
Yeah, we
So
want to
what's
get
the
to
base
8.
price?
The base price that we are selling in Adventures Vardo is 2,000. Or sorry, not 2,000, 20,000 gold pieces. We normally deal in platinum, so I'm used to 2,000 platinum.
And that's with the
That is
4
the base
beds.
model. Yes.
So it's 20,000 plus. Then we would have an extra 2,000 to get it to 8 beds.
Out of character, that is correct.
So we're looking at 22,000 thus far.
I mean, so we got 15 emeralds in the bank, and I got 13 on me. That's all we got left. Wait, that doesn't sound right.
I mean, the card that you got it from gave you 50.
Okay, 50. Okay.
Those
Okay. No, because in my head I was thinking we got 30, and I'm thinking to myself, I was like, that's not right. Okay, then that does feel right. That does feel right for what's been spent. Okay, we're fine.
No, I double checked on the card. I was like, how much money did they get?
So
Are they going to be able to afford this
we
based on everything?
we can, but I mean,
Could we put like a down payment and then go after that treasure?
We do down.
no.
Sorry, I meant that like out of character.
I'm curious. We are
Yes.
needing to search into a certain family endeavor of mine in the near future, which could reveal itself in a little bit more of a financial stability upon ourselves. However, what I'm wondering if we could possibly do once we figure out exactly what we want, if we could do a payment system of sorts of, possibly half down now and half once we return after it is constructed.
We're fine with that. If you are looking for something temporary in the meantime, we do have the non-magical variety. It does not come with all these amenities. It is, well,
If we could just simply, how much would your non-magical Vardo be for us to purchase?
150 gold.
Very well. Do you have draft horses here, or or we have to go to the stables for them?
You will have to go to the stables. However, there's a stable that we work with regularly. If you go there, you will be getting a discount. Provided you make a purchase.
I do believe that I'm quite comfortable at the given moment of at least purchasing the non-magical variety at the moment, and then we can sit there and go and draft what possibilities we can do for the magical variety, and and draft a contract, so we all set and square.
All right, very well.
Um,
Yeah, go ahead.
Once payments and stuff are made, how long does it take to make them, especially like with the bigger models?
Well, this one is almost done. However, it is spoken for. The one over there is going to be our next one. It is not spoken for, however. It should be done by the end of this month.
So we could make it over to Thunder Tree and back in that time frame.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right, yeah.
With days and stuff.
I mean, is there? I mean, how does everybody feel? Because like we drop this, that's going to be most of what we got left.
Right.
I was gonna say you did spend a bunch on magic items already,
Yeah, I'm aware of that part.
so you're not hurting with what you spent it on.
No, and realistically, we got way more than we should have gotten this early in the game anyway. So like, I mean, we're playing with house money at the moment.
Yeah.
I mean, we paid for the mansion and we paid for everything we needed. That's why we had the money to begin with.
Yeah. So
I'm fine either way. Like, are there
So-
other things that we need to spend money on with the upkeep, like building the mansion?
That's already been paid for, I do believe.
yeah,
But,
we
like,
paid
so there's no extra
we
funds
paid
to
because
do
we paid
that.
the extra to make sure that they just handle it.
Okay. What about around town stuff? Wasn't there something about having to build fences or whatever?
You still do need a wall built around Phandalin. However, that's even with all your money, that would still have been pretty out of budget. That's a lot of work. It's a work.
Yeah, I'm fine with whatever.
Obi, what is your thought?
I mean, I'm just the one that procured the money. As far as how it gets spent, I really don't care. Just as long as, eventually we do go out and get done what we said we're going to get done. So if y'all think it would be a better investment to, pay for the cart now, finish paying for the cart later, or whatever.
Regardless, we're not gonna fuck.
You're not gonna fuck?
Well-
Bird, get out of my house.
Lothar and Minko are not.
No, I'm watching the basketball game. If I can look it up.
Somebody
Somebody
Did you
start
get one?
basketball bingo.
Somebody score a touchdown?
Anywho,
Can we kick
Okay.
him out?
Yeah. So I mean, regardless if we did it, we would put half down now.
yeah.
The only problem we would run into, and this is where the big problem. This is where I would sit there and say a little worrisome of trying to spend this much this quick on it, is also there's no guarantee that if we go there that we're going to come across 10,000 gold. So it's not we can't sit there and bank on the fact that we're for sure going to find that much gold over there anyways.
So the extra money is coming from Lothar's estate, right?
Well, yeah, over in Thunder Tree.
Why don't we try to figure out where this treasure chest is? Because even if it, I mean, I'm not banking that we would get like 10,000 gold out of it, but we would get probably a decent chunk out of a treasure chest.
I mean, they have this specific Vardo pretty much in stock, so there's no saying we can't go there and then come back and then just buy it. I mean, I say go ahead and buy it because we'd still have a pretty decent chunk of change still left for any supplies we needed afterwards.
Or not? No, we were not gonna have a decent chunk of change left.
Question: if we buy the non-magical cart and then we come back, could we return the non-magical cart if it wasn't
like a rental car.
like if it wasn't damaged, or put it towards that?
Yeah,
magical
but
cart?
but even if we even do trade-in value on 150 gold Vardo, you're really not like you're not making a dent into the close to 30,000 we're probably gonna be wanting to pay for one. Like that's where the problem comes into. Like even if we buy the base model, so okay, so even if we do nothing else outside of just sleeping in, and that's it, we're gonna have to drop 22,000 to begin with.
Mm.
You have 25,000 at the moment in emeralds, right?
28,000.
28.
15 are in the bank.
Yeah.
And 13 is on me. But that's the thing though, is like you're talking about, I mean, we're gonna go pretty much, I mean not broke, obviously, but like that's the majority of our fun, and that's even before we're doing anything else, because I would definitely want to improve the threshold with a better chassis, at least, if nothing, if we don't do anything else. I would like to do that, and possibly know what we're going into. I would like to get like a poison resistance on the chassis as well.
It's immune to poison. It is
Never,
immune to poison and psychic damage.
never mind. So we're good on that. But like, I would at least want to reinforce it one time, and then that's 2,500. So that puts us at 24,500. So I mean,
Out of character, this is supposed to be a way so you guys can effectively have Leomin's tiny hut permanently.
yeah. Oh yeah. No, I'm 100%. I understand this
Guaranteed.
entirely. It's a great thing to have. I just want everybody to understand that if we do this, I mean, we're effectively blowing the rest of our funds for the most part.
Okay, what is everybody's thoughts?
Now I can sit here and try and talk them down the price, and basically saying if we pay for it all right now.
I mean, I say go ahead and buy it because we have several dragon, like especially Venom Fang. I'm sure would have a decent horde over there with them, and we do have other leads on other places to go to earn money back. We'd still have, was it 6,000 left over? That's still a pretty hefty chunk of gold. On top of you probably being able to haggle them down.
We'll see how much I can haggle them down. It's kind of like going over to, you can haggle down a Mercedes dealership, but, getting a Bugatti is going to be a different, talking point.
Let's see what all deal we can do. And kind of go from there.
My dear sir, I would like to inquire on something momentarily.
All right.
Now, regardless of the situational outcome in which we face ourselves with shortly in dear negotiations, we will be buying your baseline Vardo and at pure minimum. I'll go ahead and prefix our conversation there. Secondly, what we would prefer to do would we would need to get, if we did a magical Vardo, we would prefer to have the extra bedding in there to get 8 beds possible. And then we would use the draft horses in which we bought for the original Vardo and use them. Then we would also like to have a small reinforcement on the chassis just to make it slightly more durable. And if we are in possession due to a hoard in which we had acquired, I can pay you in matching emeralds. Now, I can pay you in this upfront right now. I would just need to make my way down to the bank in the lower districts and require these funds.
All
At,
right.
at the given moment, the best I could possibly do for all things entailed would be approximately 21,000 gold worth, and this would be very precisely fine cut matching emeralds to acquire in this matter. As you understand, we are adventurers, and coin currency is not typically in how we deal, as it becomes people do not hand us coins in their purses once they die. By the way, that was not meant to come across as a threat for the record. I just want to point that out. I'm not trying to intimidate in any way on that one. I just
Roll
want to
me an
point that out.
intimidate.
I did not want to intimidate.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Okay, because like I did not want to intimidate.
You're
Even
very intimidating, though.
yeah, but my point is I didn't want to. I get it work. I get it worked out, but I did not want to.
No, I was joking with that. 21 upfront for baseline plus 2 bed increases and a reinforcement to the chassis. Is that what you're offering?
Yes, sir. That's this is what we are capable of doing at this very given moment. As my reasons of this is for the assurance of you to have income in here. For as you're aware, as we are adventurers, there's a slight chance that your customer base may dwindle. This is an assurance that you would get paid for it fully up front.
I would be out 3,500 for such a deal.
We are more than willing if you wish to put your lettering of your business on the sides, and we would most definitely sing your praises as we venture off. We would model it for you as we go into towns.
Influences.
I've heard that pitch before, but it never tires hearing it again.
I must say, they are the finest Vardos I've ever seen, even your non-magical ones. You know, there's not a single one that compares towards it that I have seen before.
I'll tell you what, since this one is still currently in the building phases, most of the cost of reinforcing the chassis is taking it apart and re-etching runes. How about 2,300 and it's a deal?
I'm not gonna be a dick. Mean 23,000. You said 2,300.
Yeah, 23,000. I am used to smaller numbers at this level in D&D. Forgive me.
No, it's fine. I'm sitting there. I just look over a tree and I go, okay. No, yeah.
23,000. You'll have to forgive me, I keep thinking in plat.
My dear sir, that I understand that it is probably a cumbersome notion of yours. I do feel like 2,300 is a fair deal. It would only require me a mere couple of hours, and I can return back with all as promised.
There we go.
My dear sir, I believe we do have an accord.
And you are going to be taking a normal Vardo along the way.
I will indeed.
We'll waive the cost of that for this.
I very much do appreciate that, sir.
So out of character, you're paying 2,300 for the Vardo with
23,000.
talking in platinum, dear.
Mm-hmm. Didn't say platinum.
23,000 gold for Adventurous Vardo with max betting and one thing of reinforced chassis.
Will the draft forces be able to pull that? Because they were saying that
2 of them will.
two of them
Two
will.
of them,
Yeah.
if you can get 2.
I mean, technically you can get one, and Ruin can take the other spot.
Yep.
True.
I will give you guys, for now, the sheet for the baseline Vardo, as I can actually use a vehicle sheet now. Who wants to be the one who can control it?
Probably gonna have to be Lothar because he drives land vehicles.
And
I still
I'll
haven't
also
learned
put
enough yet.
I'll also put it in yours for Nexus. There you go. This is a baseline Vardo that is not magical. It is a lot less impressive. Still impressive. It's a Vardo. The sheet that they give for vehicles, if you can't tell, is supposed to be ships for ship-to-ship combat. It doesn't do well with wagons. I did my best.
I'm good and happy with it. All right, kid. For time's sake, can we say I went down there, got I grabbed 10 out of my possession and then 13 out of the bank.
Alrighty, so there should still be 2 in the bank.
2 in the bank. I have 3
Yeah.
on my person.
Alright.
The 3 on my person is more for a bartering thing.
Bartering, yeah. Alright. You are now the proud owner of a single Vardo.
Nice.
It does not have much amenities, but it has enough amenities for one person.
That's
We'll
fine.
take turns seeing who sleeps in there.
I'll never mind sleeping under the stars.
Just play Boulder Paper Shields. Sorry,
Shields.
Boulder Parchment Shears.
Yep. There you go.
May I ask where the stables are, which for us to purchase draft horses?
Yes. They're just down the road. Called Daytime Nomads. It's literally like right next. Right there. You wonder why they have a monopoly at this gate.
I do much appreciate doing business, and you did say approximately a month's time, correct?
End of the month.
End of the month.
We
may I
have
ask,
plenty of workers working on this.
what's the date at the moment?
Aylin, you been keeping track of the calendar?
Yeah. Where's that in?
I'm pretty sure it should give them enough time. If not, I will retcon that.
All right.
I mean, I figured even a round trip is going to take at least, a week, 2 weeks.
We got to figure out where the calendar is. Where's the calendar?
You had. I was gonna say it isn't been. I assume words.
Yes, there was a channel that had the calendar of like the months and the stuff.
Oh, I don't. Hold on, let me pull that up. I'm pretty sure that was in the notes.
It's not.
It was not. Give me a second while I do a quick search.
Also, I'm not really that much keeping track of it. I think it's in questions.
I was gonna say you should have it. Y'all should be on a new month by this point, because there's 30 days in a month, and we started counting on the 26th.
On like the 20th, something, yeah.
That's the whole end of the month. That's why I'm
It's
really
gonna take like a
screwing it
whole
up,
month,
and
basically.
it's yeah.
All right,
Still
so it was
30
the 23rd of Ches.
That was when we started. And it's been about 7 days since then, yeah.
All right, about a month's turnover. That's not bad for what it is.
Yeah. So yeah, we will just say right now is the part of this is the first of Tarska. Howard. Claw of Storms. It's the first of the Claw of Storms. Good job, guys. It's a new month. Yay.
Well.
Caitlin, could you be in charge of keeping track of the calendar? I delegate said job to you. Literally, it's just crossing off.
Can you post the current date in general?
Yeah. So, like, pretty much anytime a day goes by, you mark. There you go.
Cool. I will keep track of that.
Danke. I have found various people say GMs delegate such work. It makes it also more in depth. So I delegate. Hopefully it makes it more in depth, as your characters actually literally check off calendar days. Would you like your own channel or something like that for your calendar keeping track of? Alright, I will add a text called, we'll call it the schedule.
Okay.
I will, here, let me grab that calendar for you.
I got it.
I was gonna post it in there, but alright, you got it.
I already got it. I was working on that.
Yeah.
And you said it's the first of what?
It is the first of
Tarsak.
Tarsak, yeah.
Tarskh.
And if you don't want to go by Tarsak, it's also called the Claw of Storms.
No, it's fine.
At the end of this month.
And it's 1492 BTW.
Correct.
I do hope that y'all liked the Vardo. I actually put time and thought into it. I just needed to finish it up with my DM prep.
I greatly appreciate, yeah, because having something that would like with that like TARDIS thing that we can all fit in there, that's gonna help us out a lot.
I was trying to find a way to balance. They want themselves effectively a moving Liamon's tiny hut, but if I gave them a permanent moving Liamon's tiny hut, that's uber powerful. That's like literally a mobile permanent no you can't touch me in here bubble. Dragon breathes fire over said bubble. Bubble does nothing. You're perfectly safe. Lehman's tiny hut is cracked. It's really cracked. Anyway.
Alright, we head over to the daytime nomads.
Yeah. You head over to the daytime nomads. Yeah, you guys are getting draft horses, I assume? 2 of them?
Yeah, 2 of them.
Hey, we're only getting 2? We're getting 1? We have 2?
I say get
For the
2.
thingy?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, if you get 2, that allows Draxus to still be around on his mount. Outside of being stuck to the thing. So, coming over there with a writ, saying yes, you like a receipt saying yes, you purchased the Vardo, you would get a discount of 25%. You need 2, so therefore, instead of paying 100 for the 2, you pay 75 gold for 2 draft horses.
Nice.
They let you name them.
Oh, that's too hard.
One of the draft horses is a paint, and the other one is a what's the term where they're all one color with the exception of the white on the nose?
Pinto?
Is it Pinto?
No, if they're just a solid horse, it's just considering they have a marking. That's all it is.
Horse marking names. Let me get it.
I think it's called a speckle, but it's not like an actual breed. Like a pinto is an actual like breed of horse.
Hey, Tree said we should name them Beef and Wellington.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh my god, because of the frogs.
Definitely, I agree.
The gay frogs.
And their adopted son, what was it, like? Mignon, filet mignon. It was mignon.
Yes.
I have no clue what you're referring to.
World of Warcraft, the most recent expansion, started getting more into expressing that characters can be homosexual. And there are 2 gigantic frogs that are gay for each other named Beef and Wellington. That apparently now have an adopted frog child named Mignon or Filet. Hey Perky, you know what that means?
Huh?
You know what that means?
What?
Aw, Perky, the frogs are gay!
I feel like they did that as a reference to the chemicals in the water.
Look at all the frogs, okay.
No, better yet. One's a Shetland pony, the other's a Clydesdale.
That's not... Draft horses are not... Draft horses are like only Clydesdales.
There's
Regular
actually
horses are
there's
not-
Shire horses. Those are draft horses.
I
Yeah,
was gonna say there's also
it's
Shire
the big
horses.
bulky horses that are
And there's
Pintos and
Frenzians.
whatever else are not.
Frenzians are draft horses.
Yes, but Pintos and other stuff, there's not.
I only know Clydesdale and Shire.
If
There we go. That's what they are.
a
Yeah, one's a
Clydesdale
Clydesdale,
can
one's a
be
Shire.
considered a paint because it's like the color of a coat.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Anyway,
I've been around horses way too much.
they're both Clydesdales. One is has the paint style coat. The other one's just all solid brown with a little white on its nose.
I love Clydesdales.
They're
I
big boys.
will show you what they look like.
Yep, that's what one of them would look like. Yep, that's about what the other one would look like. Very good on picking up pictures. Get yourself an inspiration.
Yay!
Thank you for doing my work
Clydesdales
for
are
me.
my favorite horses, by the way.
Is
Yeah,
it,
we
is,
were
is,
talking
is,
to in Kentucky.
is it because of the beer? It's because of the beer
No, it's because
Yes.
they got the fluffy feet.
and the beer.
Yeah.
And they're huge.
Oh, I already
Yeah,
had DM
dude.
inspiration. Do I get double secret DM inspiration?
Yes. I'll let you guys carry up to 3 at a time. Any more than that, just ignore me when I say, here, have more.
Well,
Rob discovered
I feel like
everywhere.
I feel like mentally I can only think and remember 3 at a time because I can remember if I have 1 and then I had an extra one saved up. I might be able to remember having 2 saved up. I'm not going to remember anything past that.
Keep track of it in your notes.
Meanwhile, I've got too much to keep track of. You guys keep track of that. Just don't abuse it. Don't be like, oh yeah, I've got a inspiration. Yeah, I got it 3 sessions ago.
Yeah, I had an inspiration I didn't realize I had, and then when you gave me the inspiration when I did the really bad wingman joke, I was just
Yeah.
like, And so but I forgot what I got the first inspiration for, so I was just like, okay, we're just gonna forget about that one.
Anyway, yeah. For the draft horses, the 2 of them, you get them for 75 rather than the 50. You get them for 75 for the both rather than 100 or 50 each that you would have normally had to get them for.
So, funny story, Perky always knew that draft horses was big. He did not realize how actually big they were until we went into Kentucky and it gave him a hug, and I have a picture.
Aw. I like horses. I'm just scared of feeding them.
They let us
I'm
feed
weird.
them.
Do I need to pull out some Tina horse girl stuff?
Oh, the rest of the session, we got 30 minutes left in the session. Is the rest of the session just going to be talking about horses? But I'm here for it.
I mean, Jiraxis is riding his horse right now. Is that fine?
Yeah. As you go throughout the city, make me an investigation check. See if you pick up any rumors.
Its head is literally as big as his torso, if not bigger.
Oh, Ginkgo's
Like, the
gonna.
length.
A
Ginkgo's gonna
21.
let him.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say Ginkgo needs to let Draxus know, like, oh, that druid friend you have. Yeah, we need to find him because I need him for a spell. Just before he forgets, he needs to say that.
I wasn't there for that whole cart discussion. I let you guys handle that, and I went and found Ruin and took him for a ride because I figured he's getting stir crazy.
Ruin very much appreciates it. Now I need to PM you what you learn.
Thunder.
I apologize. I'm typing slow.
You're fine.
Hopefully, y'all still want to do things after you hear this rumor. There you go. There you go. That's what you learn.
Where did you post it?
Specifically to private messages.
Oh.
Yeah. You learned about that information.
So, hearing that, I would quickly rein Ruin in to the point like he literally starts kind of sliding like a cartoon dog and spin around heading up to the nighttime nomads where I assume that they were.
Yep. You passed them at the daytime nomads.
I'd come quickly rushing up and ask them if they got everything handled because I've learned some things.
What did you learn?
So, this may or may not be good, but this is kind of contradictory to what we had learned over at the House of Knowledge. So, as I was riding around, I heard that Venomfang has actually taken up residence over in Thunder Tree.
Hmm.
Apparently, he has some cultists that are worshiping him, like as if he's a god.
Bloody cultist.
Apparently, some vegetation has been sprouting up. Animals are acting kind of weird. Anybody afraid of mosquitoes?
No.
Nah, dog.
Well, you should be.
They're kind of like my cousin.
Mhm.
Yeah, apparently there's a huge population, a massive increase of insects, specifically spiders.
Mhm.
Ooh, fun.
Like, we're talking big, big spiders.
But that's where my deed is.
Ooh,
That's where my
fun.
castle is.
As a note, it's not terribly contradictory, considering how close Thunder Tree is to Neverwinter Wood.
True, I mean, when I heard in Neverwinter Woods, I was thinking, like, in the woods.
Nah.
Where is that in regards to my family?
Do you see where Thunder Tree is?
Due east.
Yeah.
Neverwinter.
Oh, yeah, it's nowhere near them.
Yeah.
It's like a several days.
It's a day for a dragon.
Shut up. She refused. Uh-oh.
But yeah, that is what you learn. That you have now shared with the party. What is everyone? What's everyone's reaction? What is everyone thinking when they hear about said changes
I
and knowledge?
that I have learned recently that I have inherited the castle over in Thunder Tree. I do feel like it is within our rights to vacate these evil parasites on this earth from that area.
Yep.
But are there any girls there?
What?
Because if there are, I want to do them.
What?
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 I don't think you can do girl spiders, but I mean, you can try.
What?
I noticed nobody watched the video I posted last week.
I
The
watched
way
it.
he was saying that he wants to fight something, that's why I said to him, not in Discord, I was like, but are there girls there? Because the way he said it, he's like, I want to fight something. I'm like, I want to do that. So that's why it came up.
Do we have any Cheetos? It's by the Mountain Dew. You walk into the room. I cast magic missile. At what? You don't see anything yet. At the darkness.
Oh, so what did the little imp do to Ruin's mane?
Oh yeah. It is actually just a simple braid at the back.
Aww.
I remember you mentioning that they were putting like,
Ruin
little
all
skulls in them and
fancy.
stuff.
You do see tiny little spiky beads with skulls. The spiky beads do prick Ruin a little bit, but it's not like an issue unless you're like leaning into the spike. Then it would also prick you,
Love it.
and you would be a prick for doing so.
So did you
Ruin all
secure the Varda?
pretty.
Yeah, that part's all done.
See, I knew those cards weren't bad. Do you say we finally hop this town and make our way there?
I feel like we will do ourselves the service of at least one good night's sleep before we departure from this city.
He says as I probably have bags under my eyes.
You do.
I need to find the druid friend that was making their way.
Making their way.
Oh, are you talking about Rudolph?
Downtown, walking fast.
Yeah.
You know, he was actually the one that found me when I finally escaped the Nine Hells. I've been wondering
What?
how he's been doing.
What?
Yeah, when that like in like his backstory, like the demons took him and he was kind of held captive and then escaped, and right off this is when I found him.
Oh no, you stayed in the material plane, my guy.
Oh, okay.
There's no way you were gonna be surviving the Nine Hells. And also demons would take you to the Abyss. And there is definitely no way you're surviving that.
Okay, fair. Misread.
Be a level 20 adventurer and then you have a chance. It's not even a guarantee, it's a slight chance. The Abyss is not a place you want to screw around with.
Yeah, he was the one that actually found me when I finally escaped those freaking assholes. I've been wondering how the old man's been doing.
Oh yeah, you forgot that you were some demon's bitch for a while.
Why do you think I hate them so much.
So does this mean you're into butt stuff?
And on that note, we're gonna call it.
I just flicker with my
Been a great evening, guys.
You
Hey!
don't even get an answer.
Hey,
That's just where the session cuts off.
so by the way, I found the nice medium for the evening. I have a cup of coffee when the game first starts, and then I have another cup like a couple
Throughout the
hours
whole
in.
day.
No, there's just another cup. I typically stop drinking coffee at about like 10:30, and I normally don't do any caffeine for the rest of the day. That's my secret to falling asleep at night. But for the game, though, I did a cup of coffee at 8, and then I did a cup of coffee at 10, and I'm okay. I'm tired. Like I would like to lay down and go to sleep. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I did make it through without falling asleep, and I think that's a plus.
That's a win.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's good.
Nice.
It would be a pain for you to fall asleep when you go to meet Venom Fang.
What are you talking about? I think we're just gonna be best friends. There's probably just a general misunderstanding that occurred, and it's just a matter of just like, hey, buddy, pal, and they're like, what? You know, like, listen, like this isn't the first time it's ever happened. Okay, like Vegeta is like Goku's best friend now. Okay,
True.
he tried to destroy the world. Just saying.
Who is Vegeta?
He was the prison bitch.
Vegeta the Fourth. He was the crown prince of Planet Vegeta. I know they very unoriginal with their names. I get it, but once it was destroyed, they were told by a meteor. But it wasn't a meteor. It wasn't a meteor at all. Um, I don't want to go too terribly into details because I could do this for hours, and both people may not know Dragon Ball Z information as well as I do, which is fair because no human being should know as much as I do. But also, what if you haven't seen it and you're wanting to watch it and then there's spoilers?
Can I eat you now?
Wait, who's eating me?
Venom Fang.
Mm-mm. We're besties now, buddy. We don't eat. You don't eat your best friends.
We're broccoli.
Yo, V Dog. Can I call you V Dog? It's all good now.
I'm not a dog.
Well, no, you're not a dog, but you a dog. You know what I'm saying?
Is this that slang saying that I have that dog in me?
You do.
Is
I
this
saw the
true? I
X-rays.
did eat a dog recently.
Boom! Look at you. You got that dog in you.
I can't breathe.
I don't think
No, you need to
just
start
get rid of
breathing.
that.
I'm the only one allowed to like actually cease breathing. Like, now that I think about it, I ain't done that in a while. Y'all need to work on your things.
Well, all right, V Dog. I'm going to bed, but I want you to remember, man. Hit you up tomorrow. We'll get lunch. We'll talk things over, smooth it out. It'll be fine.
Okay.
Man, you kicking it with the homies now, man. Don't worry about it.
Sorry, Obi, did you say we need to work on our jokes? Okay, hold on. You know why people love healers? They're the life of the party. Okay, I'm gonna leave.
Okay, work on good jokes. That one was just cringe.
I just realized I didn't format V Fang's sheet proper. Whoops. We changed that. Just slight change. What?
Is it that he's my bestie?
No, it's just so that I can
People,
roll
let me
in the-
tell you about my best friend.
So rather for example, you know how y'all tasted his nasty breath.
I do.
Well, I can make it where inside the description, rather than it being like, you need to roll this many dice, it just rolls the dice for me. So it just makes it easier.
Oh, that's fair. Totally fair.
Rather than being like, oh yeah, roll, I don't know, for example, 2d6 for this. It just automatically rolls it for me. So I don't need to do more work.
Cuckoo. That makes sense, though. Just makes
Goes-
life easier going forward.
Go to sleep.
All right. Y'all have a great night.
Yeah.
Peace.
Goodbye.